you ahead.
See you down, you drink it. Where your prince can drink it. One shot for Odogu. Two shot for Odogu.
Music of our 107.1 FM. You are listening to your hit music radio station.
The president is waiting on LSCC to forward the full report on the current status, to know what's going on, to get the full briefing. And I can say the president is very clear. He's very clear about the actions, and he's going to take actions in accordance with law on those officials who have not declared their assets. And it's very important because there have been reminders in many of cabinet meetings that the president has informed his cabinet members and people appointed to declare their assets. And there were other means in, informing the public. The Ministry of Information also tried to do that. Our offices also tried to do that. So we encourage those who have not to please go and declare your assets, because I said the president just received the report from LSCC on the number of officials who declared and also the numbers of officials who haven't. And interestingly, this assets declaration is also for the 3 branches of government. The president is reviewing the report, and when he concludes, we will be letting you all know what the next course of action is. But again, I will still here encourage officials who have not declared their assets to declare. And one of the other issues that we've heard so far is the challenges, especially with officials who are in local government. Some of the people, it's been difficult in terms of understanding the process, even, but the Ministry of Internal Affairs has assured us that they're working, especially for those local authority officials who haven't, to encourage them and create a system where it's easier for them, because some of the locations are really far and LSCC is not decentralized. Some of the counties.
Okay, so a pleasant morning again, and welcome to the program Sky Morning Live on Sky 107.1 FM. Yesterday, yes, you said I apologize to all of you, our viewers and followers who were waiting for the show to start, but I could not make it yesterday. The rain was so heavy. The moment I got here, I got so wet and just could not do the program. In fact, I was late. And I don't know, I say instead that I don't like umbrella, I don't like rain boots and a raincoat. So sometimes during the course of the rainy season, some of these things will happen. So good morning and welcome. My name is Julius Boki. I'm your regular host and producer. From now to 9 o'clock, we're going to be having a very fruitful discussion this morning. Yes, last Saturday, my colleague Mata Labendi visited one of the centers where our brothers and sisters have been hosted or been lodged or taken care of by the National Rehabilitation for Drug and Water Affected Persons on the Bujold Island. I will try to call him to get a word from him. From what we saw from the video that I watched, I mean, man, something is going on. Something needs to be done in this country. And that's the reason why when we wake up in the morning, we come here, we ask the president to be fast and swift in taking decisions as it relates to the Labrador Drug Enforcement Agency. People who don't know our motive positively, we want to say we are criticizing. But the reality is that this country is faced with a pandemic, and it should be declared as national emergency. Our brothers and sisters are gradually dying, and for those of um, um, can I say the people, for those who are taking on their own initiatives to probably open new kind of centers to have our brothers and sisters rehabilitated, I think kudos to them. And it's about time that the government work with them to making sure that, I mean, we try to, if we cannot stop it at all, but we can minimize it. Yes, so I will try to talk to Matthias Labendi later on the show, and I hope that he will pick my call. I want to get some things, I want to hear from himself. I watched the video. He did a tour there. And you remember last week, was it on Thursday or Friday, I hosted the PRO and the director of administration at that center at the National Rehabilitation for Drugs and Water Affected Persons. They came here, they had a lengthy discussion. In fact, they are seeking help. And, so I'll talk to Matthias. He's going to tell us what exactly did he see and what did he observe. Yes, so we'll go on, and after that, we'll say what we're going to say. Then 8 o'clock this morning, we joined the VOA for 5 minutes, and you'll come back. Yesterday, the issue of Nikutan is yet to be resolved. I remember a few weeks ago when it started, I contacted the confirmed governor, the government that's Robert here, and he told me that he was not faring well. In fact, you're going to talk to me. You're going to talk to me when he gets well. But then later on, we did not reach out to him. But yesterday, the whole thing started again. So I talked to him yesterday's evening, and he's prepared to talk to me this morning via phone. I will not just stop there. I will also try to talk to a member of the, they say, Elder Council there, who are also against the appointment of Governor Robert Tier. So I'll hopefully talk to the mayor, Wule Kofa, who says he's the deputy governor of the borough. I sent a message via WhatsApp and text message, and I sent a text message, and then I use WhatsApp to the superintendent of Montserrat County, but he did not respond to me. I don't know contact him, but I listened to him yesterday on OKFM. I'll play that part of that clip where he talked about the law that gives the governing council of the borough the power to appoint and send the nominee to the president for nomination have been repealed. I'll play it later on the show. So it's a very jam-packed program this morning. Welcome to it. Once again, my name is Julius Boki. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we go straight up to the man, Matthias Labendi, if and only if I'm let training in the morning. If you're not in the gym. Okay, so welcome back to the show. I told you this morning is your Jam Pack show. I'll talk to Matthias, and then we join the VOA at 8 o'clock. And after the VOA news, I want to talk to the governor of the borough of Nikutan, Mr. Robert Tier, and then also talk to the mayor, talk to deputy. He says the deputy governor of the borough, Wule Kofa, and then I'll play the clip where the superintendent of Monserrato County, Warren Bryant, appeared yesterday and says something about the law have been repealed. And so I think that alone is a plus to Governor Tia. But I mean, let us join the man, Matthias Labende. Matthias, good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning, Julius. Good morning to our valuable listeners, and it's good to be on.
Yeah, you left this show with me. Anyway, no problem.
But you're doing very well. You know, I listen every morning. I wish that I could stop by sometime to, be your analyst. That could be just a call away. But the basic schedule can permit me. But I'm trying to adjust my schedule and see what we can do in the coming months.
Of course, yeah, we have to do that. But welcome to the show this morning, your own show. Anyway,
yeah.
Matthias, I remember hosting folks from the National Rehabilitation for Drugs and Water-Affected Persons on Friday morning, and the discussion was so touching. I mean, they were seeking help from philanthropists and people out there who could help them. And I mean, it went on. Based on that, you decided as a journalist and a reporter, decided to visit the center. And I followed the video though. But I want you to give me probably for the next 1 minute, describe just what you, let's say 2 minutes, what you saw at that center on Saturday.
Well, thank you, Julius, for the opportunity again that we're able to highlight this issue on the radio. What I saw, it's something that is unbearable. Unbearable for a father as I am, for a big brother as I am, for an uncle as I am. Apart from being a journalist, they show that you're sitting on Sky Morning Live. The motto is the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
And the news that I report over there is the ugly. It represents the ugly, but it can be a good if there's a support going to that particular institution.
Okay.
I saw a cluster of young people in the tune of close to 500 of them. I saw a cluster of young women in the tune of 50-something of them. I couldn't count them. Different stories, different accounts they gave me. I spent about close to 3 hours in that area, going live and interacting with these people. It will, it will surprise you to note that there are young women and young men in that area with talents that they took to the graveyard to dwell among, remains of the dead. I spoke to a young lady called Thelma. Thelma is
from Grand Cape Mount.
From Bomi County.
Bomi County, yeah.
Yeah, Thelma is 2017-2018 Maize Bomi County.
Just imagine that.
Yeah, 2017-2018 Maize Bomi County. Thelma. Thelma was living on Center Street. She had removed along with her boyfriend or whomever she was there with, they had removed the remains of dead bodies wherever they met them in the grave, and there where they were dwelling. According to Thelma, she had gone to the African Methodist Episcopal Zion University. Where she was reading just drug addict, not just practitioner.
I mean, a lawyer.
A lawyer or whatever, have dwindled that she's end up being, a wayward person. I interacted with I mean, I remember their names, but I can just picture them as I'm, talking to you right now. I interacted with a 48-year-old woman who has 3 male children. This woman was taken to the street because she participated in the war. According to her, during the war, in order to be brave, they had to take some substances. But the war ended now. And at some point, she left the substances and decided to be a normal person. But some of the people she interacted with during the war came across her again while she was, trying to get to normalcy. But unfortunately, through her association with those people that she interacted with a few years back during the war, they again put her back in drug, business. Now she's an addict. That lady is encouraging young people. As I was speaking to her, she was weeping. You could tell that, or she's grieving, she's feeling bad, she's regretting. One thing I admire so much about these people, they have not gotten loose of their subject verb agreement. They speak very standard English. They know when to speak the strict slang. They know when to engage in a civil conversation. Julius, I interacted with 19-year-old Alice Morba. Alice Morba was a dancer. Alice went to dance, very black-looking, beautiful young girl. Alice said she was admired by many people as she would go places to dance. It is through one of these dancing expeditions that her friends took her somewhere and they gave her something like soft drink to take in. As she took the soft drink, that led her to now enjoying the way she felt that moment. She kept on doing it. Today, Alice is in the street. I spoke with Sadiatu Barry. Sadiatu Barry was in Stella Maris. She did not graduate, sorry. Sadiatu was 12 years old. Sadiatu escaped from traditional, practice imposition. She said that her parents wanted her to get married at the age of 12 to a man that is old enough to be her father.
Yeah, I listened to her.
Yeah, according to her, in order to break free from such imposition, she had to escape. So now she escaped her home and started at the age of 12. Sadiatu is 22 years now. So she escaped at the age of 12. So she's been out in the street for 10 years. Sadiatu has not gone back home. So at the age of 12, Sadiatu was in the 7th grade at the Elizabeth Crawford High School. I think it's somewhere around the Newport and Carey Street
intersection.
Yeah, right there. So Sadiatu, at the age of 12, left her family house because she didn't want to get married at the age of 12 to a man old enough to be her father. But she told me something that's very touching. And in fact, Julius, let me backtrack a bit. What led me to interact with Sadiatu was that, every time I speak with one person, I will stand up and do a little commentary. Then I ask a rhetorical question. Why does the devil go after great people? She responded from the back. Said, because devil does not go after good things. After bad things, sorry. Devil, she said because the devil does not go after bad things. The
devil is already bad. So
absolutely. That was the response that drew me to her. I said, wow, somebody responded to my rhetorical question. Immediately I got to Sadiatu, she started explaining. As she was talking, she said something. She said, drug is not good. She used the occasion to call on other young people. She said, drug is not good. Drug makes people to disrespect you. People that you're even intelligent more than in school, friends that you could do assignments for. The moment you start taking drugs, they look down on you. They disrespect you. They don't see you as somebody worth to be in their cycle. Even you yourself, deep down, when you look at yourself sometimes in the mirror, you will see that you have deformed and you are not worth to associate with your friends. She said, if there's anything she will regret in her life, is trying to solve a traditional problem in a draconian way that led her to becoming a drug addict.
So that means that one way or the other, they have their own reasons why they decide to do what they're doing.
Every individual
but I want you to describe the environment. I spoke with the PRO, I spoke with the director of administration, and one question that we asked was that how are they living? I mean, girls and boys living together. Are you considering the issue of pregnancy? And she was clear that no, they're not living together. Describe how is it? How are they living? Are they living together or they are separate?
With meager resources that center is receiving, they are hosted in the veteran barrack. The veteran barrack is a barrack that is controlled and occupied by ex-soldiers of the armed forces of Liberia. So these guys are there. Some of the people, some of the veterans refuse to go there because the place is not rehabilitated to their standard because they do have their families. Some refuse to go there. But General Power, Mr. Augustine Nangwe, accepted to go there because he saw that, according to what he said, he says soldiers have a way of turning the environment conducive and make it befitting for themselves. There is a tight security in the area. That I must say.
Okay.
Tight security, General Power implored necessary measures that, in fact, some of the people that are serving as securities are patients of that facility that had gone there. Some of them, their family members took them there, but when they became cleansed from the drugs, they decided to work for the facility.
Okay.
Yes, some of them are commanders. From the entrance, from the gate, Julius, you will see about 3 or 4 men standing at the main gate. You don't just have access to the place.
Okay.
The fence was a bit low. The fence had been elevated to a certain level. The young girls and the young men are separated. There is an area, in fact, to leave from the girls' area. The girls are in another fence within the fence, the general fence. From the girls' fence, for a girl to leave from where they are, they must get to the security booth and explain why they are leaving. If they were going to the male side, then the security man will call there and explain to that person that on the other side that this girl XYZ, for example, say Sadiatu Barry is leaving from this area, she's going to the male side, but she's taking a message. The security man on the other side will receive her. And then we'll accompany her to wherever she's going. When she gets done with whatever mission she's gone there for, then she will be escorted back to her facility. They are separated.
So that means that there's a strict measure. So that means that the ladies and the guys are not living in one building. They are living in separate building. And before you get there, you have to seek permission from administration, and the security had to confirm before you cross over to probably the female or the male side, right?
Absolutely.
That's good. But looking at time, we got less than 5 minutes to go. I want you to, maybe in 2 minutes, I guess you spoke with the CEO, Mr. Nangbe. Right. What did he really say when you spoke to him?
He's getting frustrated that at the moment the only support he's getting is the support that's coming from other parents who took their kids there. That they were on drugs and things. They decided, they heard the information that, oh yeah, this area, the veteran home is doing very well, and therefore some people are taking their children there willingly. So they go there, they do the registration, they make their contribution. So these resources they generate from other parents plus his own personal resources. He will combine them and then buy food. Julius, I saw a stockpile of rice. Like, this man is creating warehouse for rice. Those things that you guys were saying on the radio, they were not making up stories. That's how I had to go to see for myself.
We were told that in fact they cook 8 bags of rice every day.
Exactly. I spoke with the cook.
15,000 Liberian dollars.
Yes. I spoke with the cook, the head cook of the area. I spoke with there's a lady who was providing them the skill trainer. She's teaching them to make a variety of soap. Tar soap, washing soap, iron soap, and liquid soap, and so. General Power is getting frustrated. One of the things he said during the interaction is that he might send some of them out because it is depleting his own resources, that he's not taking care of his family effectively as he should. Because he's the I think president of the Mano Rural Union Transport Association. So he gets paid from there. And he has his own security team. All these resources are generating to take care of more than 500 people. That's too much for him. Julius, even the beddings these young men are lying on, they are not really conducive like that. They are in an open area, in one very long building. Each person, they drop their mattresses and things. For you to enter in a place like that and see young people sleep.
Did you visit any medical facility there?
Yes, there's a medical facility that has just been built. The beddings, I think I counted about 30 beddings currently in the medical facility. The drugs are coming little by little. There's no much drugs in the area at the moment. There's a nurse in the area that she explained her own experience with these people. When they come for flushing, they will resist. They don't want it. So everybody is applying that God-given talent to transform these young people. Julius, if we are serious about the fight against drugs, people listening to this broadcast right now should visit. This is not about maybe Mattia trying to do PR. consider it as PR. They show I'm on right now. The motto is we report the good, the bad, and the ugly. This is the ugly side of the news. Let's try and make this story good by contributing to this particular facility so that these young people can stay. Because General Power gets frustrated and put some of them out, it might become detrimental.
They'll go back to the street.
Yeah, because relapse, drugs relapse. It is dangerous than when someone gets started drugs. Yeah. So when someone just starts, they are moderate a bit. But when they go into relapse, they become dangerous than when they were taking it when they started initially. So it's one guy I interacted with, one of the security guys, Julius. He said he was on the drugs. He has spent 1 year in the area. Now he can be entrusted with some of the patients. Do you know that some of the young men in that particular area are attending J.W. Harris right on the road around Bombers Bridge?
Okay.
Their parents are sending them to J.W. Harris. They are escorted by the security men from that facility. They take them to school. The security men stay there until school dismisses. Wow. Then they take them back into the facility. Are we sitting down and playing politics with the future of an ejected generation?
Okay, Mataya, thank you very much. We hope to do this most often. And I wanted to ask you, what will be your next step? Which center are you going to next?
Well, I'll have to visit General Bon Nikki has a center too somewhere around the Ramos Highway. I'll try to get in touch with him and see, because I'm sure that he's doing an incredible job there as well.
Okay. Thank you, Matthias. Time is not in your favor. Thank you very much. Right. We will do this most often to make our country, Mama Liberia, the better place to be. Of course. So you heard it from Matthias Labendi. Yes, it's not every time we come and talk about politics. Sometimes we talk about societal violence and stuff like that, things that are affecting our country, Mama Liberia. I got a few seconds to 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, you're going to be joining the VOA to bring you VOA 5 minutes of news. And after that, we will talk to folks from the borough of Nikutown. Tension mounted yesterday in Nikutown. So I'm going to be talking to the governor first, and then talk to Wule Kofa, who is supposed to be the deputy, and also part of the others who are probably resisting the appointment of Robert Chia. Let's join the VOA to be right back.
This is VOA News. I'm Tommy McNeil. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken says Israel has accepted a proposal to bridge differences, holding a ceasefire and hostage release in Gaza, and he called on Hamas to do the same, without saying whether the latest draft had addressed concerns cited by the militant group.
Now, what the challenge is, besides Hamas agreeing to the bridging proposal, is to make sure that there are clear understandings on how the different parties are going to make good on their commitments.
Blinken spoke after holding a 2.5-hour meeting with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Monday, and Blinken is expected to travel to Egypt and Qatar. Ukrainian local authorities say that families on Monday were ordered to urgently evacuate Pokrovsk, an eastern city Russian troops have been pushing towards for months. Reporter Anna Chernikova joined VOA's Flashpoint on Front Monday.
Pokrovsk's direction in the Donetsk region is currently the toughest point at the Ukrainian front line on the territory of Ukraine. And General Syrskyi, who's reporting every day to President Zelensky and to the public about this, he's saying that situation is getting worse and situation is getting tougher for Ukrainian forces to keep the defense line. So Russian forces have advanced there.
Kenya's new finance minister says that some of the proposed taxes that led to weeks of deadly protest earlier in the year will be reintroduced through a tax amendment bill as the country struggles to find revenue to pay off debts to lenders, including the World Bank, International Monetary Fund, and China. The announcement in the local television interview broadcast Sunday has already drawn criticism from some Kenyans. This is VOA News. The United States envoy for Sudan, Tom Perriello, said Monday peace talks were in progress in Switzerland, days after the announcement of the reopening of the country's Adre crossing with Chad.
This model's working. We are actively moving forward in conversation with the Army and with the Rapid Support Forces.
Sudan's Sovereign Council said late last week it would allow the use of the Adre border crossing with Chad for 3 months, A move long awaited by aid agencies trying to send aid into areas of the Darfur region that are threatened by famine. Global monitors say more than 6 million people face food insecurity across Darfur, which is mostly controlled by the RSF, the army's rival in a 16-month war. And famine has taken hold in North Darfur's Zamzam camp. Dozens of protesters broke through a security fence near the site of the Democratic National Convention on its opening day as thousands took to the streets to voice their opposition to the war in Gaza. Families with babies and strollers, students, elected leaders, and others holding signs and flags joined the march on Monday to the United Center, where the convention is being held to call for a ceasefire in the Israel-Hamas war. As a larger group marched peacefully, a few dozen who broke away tore down pieces of the security fence. The Democratic Republic of Congo is hoping to receive its first doses of an Mpox vaccine next week, following promises from Japan and the United States to help fight its outbreak. Reuters correspondent Christy Kilburn.
Their arrival would help address a huge inequity that left African countries with no access to the 2 shots used in a 2022 outbreak, while the vaccines were widely available in Europe and the U.S. Global vaccine group Gavi said last week it had up to $500 million to spend on getting shots to impacted countries. The DRC's health minister said, quote, Gavi has offered to make the vaccines available, and we agreed. The World Health Organization declared Mpox a global public health emergency last week for the second time in 2 years, as new variant Clade 1b spread rapidly in Africa.
Reuters' Christy Kilburn. Russian President Vladimir Putin has held talks with his Azerbaijani counterpart as a 2-day trip to secure Moscow's under-pressure trade routes and also to shore up ties in the South Caucasus. Tommy McNeil, VOA News.
Okay, so welcome back to the show this morning. As I said this morning, the show is power-packed one, so we will not play music for now. Yes, so that's it. You heard from Matthias, and just to say 1 or 2 things, it's important that we all put hands on deck to fight this particular thing we call drug. Look, this country, if we are not careful, those are supposed to be our future leaders will spoil. And that's the reason why we are always beyond the president to do the needful. Yes, we agree you have somebody acting as an officer in charge, but does that person have the full power to do what he or she is supposed to do as director general? That's the question. The person is yet to tell the people what was the outcome of the investigation as it relates to Abraham Kromah and his 2 deputies. 3 months now, we're still waiting. We can't get ahead of DEA. In as much as we know that Christopher Peters is doing his best, but he's still acting. And when you are acting, you don't have, that power to do exactly what you want to do as proper, Director General proper, it's lacking. So I think the president needs to do something. Let's fight this thing. Our brothers and sisters, our kids are spoiling by the day, and that's why I commend people who will take on initiatives to take these guys from the street. Some of them using their own meager resources, and it's obvious. So we need to do something, Liberians. Let's do something. Our brothers are in the graveyard sleeping there. They're taking the kush. Look, I watched a video where, I'll try to play that video one day so that those of you watching our Facebook page or pages can have a fair idea. All the guys so big sore on their feet. Big sore on their feet. And it's because someone said the kush, when you take the kush, they say it's more dangerous. The moment small bomb can you buzz that bomb, be so coming there. Look, I watched that video. I nearly shed tears because, oh my God, to see our people. And the woman I was recording was saying, you see our children, you see that? Those guys, about 5, 6 to 7 persons, all of them just one play with BB soul. Some of the social going on, you want to see that crazy boom. My brother was a crazy boom. And I think it's about time we take this thing about the drug issue very seriously in this country. Or else our country we are going back. Anyway, I don't want to pass in on that. But let's try to get the governor of Newtown, Governor Robert Chia. Let's see what we can get in this morning. He also confirmed to me before coming on air that he'll be waiting for my call. So let's see whether we can get a governor on the line. And we'll have some discussions with him. What is happening in the borough? Why are people against his leadership? Why are people against his appointment? I'm going to talk to him shortly. Okay, so let me say good morning to Governor Robert Tia. Good morning and welcome to Sky.
Who is this?
Governor Tia, this is Julia from Sky FM.
Oh, yeah, good morning. How are you, my brother?
I'm okay. And I will talk last night and this morning you confirm you are live on the radio.
Yeah, go ahead, my brother. I'm here.
Governor Tia, what is going on within your borough?
Well, the borough is kind. Everybody going about the number of activities and everything is kind. And we are here. Again, I know there are people always enemy in the society that all want to disturb peace, or stability of our country. And we will not allow that because we have maintained the peace over the years. And so nobody cannot come. It's a country of law and not a country of men. And so we will not allow any other thing to happen. So everything is calm in the borough.
When you say everything is calm, was everything calm yesterday?
Yeah, everything calm.
Was everything calm yesterday? We watched things, we watched videos. The bro Nikutan were upside down.
No, all the people you see that are standing by, the people that were happy to see me taking office yesterday. Other people came, those that came that were taking red, those toys that they dismissed by governor. Where were Crawford? You did one for the people yesterday.
They dismissed who? They dismissed who?
Dismissed where were Crawford? Dismissed where were Crawford?
Oh, Wule Kofa told me that. Wule Kofa told me that he's a deputy vice governor, and now you said dismissed vice governor. Who dismissed him?
You were dismissed.
Who dismissed him?
They are going governor. Most of them we are. Yeah.
So are you saying Wule Kofa is against your appointment?
But yeah, you say you want to be governor by all costs. You don't want to cause the problem. You're causing the problem. So when you're not governor, you mean that we are told from our investigation that some others within the borough also are against your appointment. Why were others within the borough of Newtown oppose your appointment by the president? Yeah, the issue was I told you that Robert Cooper is starting, other people are starting the others against the president appointment. And you have to know the president is the head of the nation. And I don't see no reason why somebody feel the elder would say that the president against him. It included the lawmaker. He said it over the video. He said it time back at the president.
Who the lawmaker are you talking about? Dixon Siebel, representative of District number 16.
Yeah.
What does he say?
The president must do the right thing. I don't know what the right thing is about.
The president should do the right thing. What does that mean?
I don't know. So I can maybe you know the right thing.
Are you saying that Honorable Dixon Siebel is against the appointment as well?
Now what he said? He even on the radio yesterday.
But Governor Tia, let's take it this way. Why will prominent citizens within the borough of Newtown oppose your appointment as governor of the city of the borough?
The borough of Newtown, nobody appointment, and the others fear the others. Somebody in the background starting there against my appointment. And the reason they are saying that the president was the Borough Act. And the president not in no error.
Which Borough Act are they referring to?
The 1916 Borough Act. And we have to revise 2018 Act that says that the president will appoint with the consent of the Senate. And the president going by the 2018 Act, it was time by the Representative Civil.
So you are accusing Wule Kofa of inciting some of the others to fight 100%, you.
100%. I'm information. I'm not manufacturing information. I'm giving you facts.
So how many governors? I mean, how many? The leader. I mean, let's talk about the others. How many others in total are we talking about that are supporting Wule Kofa?
There are 24 others. Out of 24, the Mark Comfort, who have been the chairperson of the Senate district, have a group. The group have been divided. There are two different groups, opposing groups. One group side supporting Robert here, who is comfort group, and other group from wherever Kofa starts supporting wherever Kofa.
But do you have any issue with Kofa prior to your appointment? Yeah.
I don't get it clear.
I'm saying prior to your appointment, did you have any issue with Kofa?
I don't have any problem with him, but the brother, they're playing in the borough. They meant he not so all the other around you have done so many things. In fact, he's so continuous for which the appointment is making. The outgoing governor is making. I get a letter. Other media issues get a letter. So you are dismissed. So all the things did, maybe you're further order.
Governor Tia, and where Kofa is always saying that he's a deputy governor. Is he your deputy?
Yeah, my deputy. No, he's not my deputy. I think the man was dismissed. He was dismissed.
So why would he always say? Why would he always say he's the deputy governor?
I don't know now, but I'm telling you now. I'm giving you information was dismissed by the outgoing governor.
So who is the deputy currently?
The deputy, no, I'm not referring to my deputy because we were just inducted the Grand Friday on the 16th at the Marriott City Hall, and we are planning now to have we have a program for the borough. We have one for the county program at the City Hall, where the commissioner, the mayor, and the borough and the governor were inducted. So on the 6th of next month, September, we will now be having a borough program where everybody will come together because everybody will have time to go on our program.
Will you have that program in the borough?
In the borough at the town.
Do you think Robert Kofa and his folks will not come to disturb again?
But Robert Kofa disturb when the law is the law. The law will take a course.
I was told yesterday that by Robert Kofa, who is saying that he's a deputy governor, that you bust the lock on the order. Is it true you bust the lock?
How do I bust the lock? Understand? What was he when I bust the lock? You were in the office about it. What was he? Just asking. What about? I wonder why yesterday, because the thing is, since the 18th of April, I was appointed by the president, and I went for confirmation by the Librarian Senate. I was confirmed. I got my letter. Since the 18th of April up to this time, you imagine. And so I was waiting for induction. After induction, they go on the 16th. We decided to take office yesterday. So what was he? You were in the office when I bought the office, or what was he? So
how did you enter the office? Did you have the key?
The office open. The purpose was to work. I had to go there. So I went to the office by 9 o'clock, and my 8 o'clock was to work. So I went to the office, and the office open. I went to work, and people were there working.
Okay. All right. So you said the borough is calm. So I mean, as you said, I want to take it as that because you are the governor now. But let me ask you. Let me ask you a few questions. What do you intend to do for the borough of Nuku Town as governor?
The first thing is we have to bring the elders together, the young people on my side, the women on our side. But even from St. Paul Bridge to Nuku Town to Burma Bridge, everybody on my side. Today was election for governor, and we elections. You know, for the past elections, 2011 I contested. 2017 I contested in the district. I standed. 2023 election I contested. I came second to Honorable Sibo. It just matter if 12 people in for the district about me to win the election. But we are prepared because now election time, if I will contest, I don't have the mind to contest. But Honorable Sibo will understand that I'm the governor. So we have to respect one another and we have to work together. So the first thing is to bring the elder together, to bring the young people together, to reconcile the district first. Because in the elections, there are a lot of bitterness in the district. So we have to reconcile people in the actual reconciliation development outcome. Other districts are making progress. So I'm calling on everybody this morning, the elders, the youth, the women. They like join us. Join me to see how we can move the borough forward because the best thing to do is to work together for the betterment of the district.
How will you do your work when the lawmaker in that district is you say he's against your appointment? Because you're supposed to work with him. How will you work with him?
But the matter of fact is I promote him. Even the legislature, even the executive, we are work together, we are coordinate. Two separate bring the government. So we work together. I've been working with him for the past 6 years. Even in election, when he called it, the program at the town or in recent time, everybody invited all the candidates that went. That's why I've been there. I don't want to put that in that program. If I was king, I would attend the program.
Okay.
Yeah. If I was king, I would attend the program.
Well, that's why you say you went there.
There's not election period. We're together, and I'm prepared to work with him.
So that means that your first project will be to unite the people of Nuku Town, the borough.
To reconcile the district.
To reconcile the entire district.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Governor Tie. I'll get back to you later. Thank you. Hope you listen. Hope you listen. I want to talk to Wule Kofa, and maybe you have something to say. You can probably call back later.
No problem, William. I'm always available, my brother.
All right. Thank you very much. And that's the voice of Governor Robert Tie of the borough of Newtown. Yes, this thing, he said, well, all is calm in the borough. But yesterday, we saw hell, a whole lot of tension, man. In fact, some journalists were all wounded. I'm told that one journalist from OKFM was wounded, and you name the rest. Let me talk to Wule Kofa. Wule Kofa is a subject here. In fact, he's been accused by Honorable Governor Robert Tie that he inciting people, he inciting some others to go against his appointment and, in fact, his subsequent induction. So I spoke with Wule Kofa yesterday evening. He consented and sent me a text message this morning. He did not respond, but I'm trying to call him because he responded. He consented yesterday evening. Wule Kofa, if you are listening, I'm trying to get to you. Your phone is ringing. All right, so let's go to the line. Mr. Wule Kofa, good morning. Are you there, Chief?
Yeah, good morning, Julia.
Good morning, Chief. I sent you a text this morning. You did not reply. Anyway, but it's good that you answered the call. You are live on Sky Morning Live on Sky 107.1 FM.
Okay.
So, let me ask you, what's the position in the borough?
Oh, yes, the police just came and arresting some adults, carrying them. I just got the information because I came to the hospital, and then they just called me that something is going in the borough where the adults are being arrested, some of them. The police going after them. I don't know why. So I'm very sad. I'm cheated.
Why should they contact you when you have a governor? Why do they contact the governor?
Which governor?
Robert Tie.
Please don't do that. Please don't do
okay,
that.
We will come to that.
If Robert wants to take seat, there's a procedure. If he was indicted, there's one time Robert should tell the governor that, governor, I'm coming to take office, stand overload. But to go to the place and just start damaging people things and all those things, and I don't think a governor can do that.
Who are those that were damaging things?
Yesterday, all the boss of my office were in a resistance. And what you told, he was on the radio yesterday in the morning up to 9 o'clock that he was going in town to purchase the ticket. Every Monday, if this makes you say you're going to take one every Monday, going to town, what we put to the office and pause the gate, enter. We were waiting for the key to enter our offices. My office, governor, office in Panama, so many things went on. Then, what do you expect? I believe in peace. And the others have been taking their time, making sure to get to the president, that the thing being resolved.
I spoke with Robert Tie not too long before calling you. Robert Tie is telling me that you are the one inciting the others to go against his appointment and subsequent induction. Is that true?
Robert Tie making a statement because I being the one, I could have informed Robert Tie, go and talk with the elders. One of the elders are this, he insulted them on the radio. Robert, go and talk with them. I also talked with the coordinator. I went to his house of United Party in the borough. They are my witnesses. They will tell you that indeed I told Robert what to do to calm the storm. So how can a man who want to calm the storm, talking with United Party partisans in the borough, the executives, want to exacerbate confusion in the borough? I love my people. I live in the borough, not because I am one of the opinion leaders, so Robert want to carry lies. No,
so let me ask you this question. Why are people opposing Robert Tie's appointment?
That is being, the adults are saying that is not a normal procedure.
What's the normal procedure?
The adults will select the other created the borough, and then they send a name to the president. And then the president will do their appointment. Which of course, George, we wanted to contravene unknowingly. And then they got to him, Robert and myself were together. And then we went to Georgia, no, Georgia left it twice. Early time it happened, Taylor time it happened. So it does not call for confusion. But you, the person who they vote for, go to the elders and talk with the elders. That relationship they can recalibrate and say, well, indeed, it's our son. Then let the son go. It happened during Alleluia time for
Mr. Kofa, why will you have problem with the one appointed and don't have a problem with the one appointed, they appointed? We thought that probably you have a problem with the president who appointed Robert Tier.
No,
but
no,
instead of you, I come in one minute, I'll give you time. Instead of you going to confront the president of Liberia, that Mr. President, you are in error through the superintendent of Moscow County, you are instead there and attacking Robert Tier.
No, I come in. Don't use the word attack. You cannot attack Robert Tier or son of the borough. Even the president.
Okay, you are disrupting or maybe you are opposing his appointment.
No, put this question. Not me. It's the head of because my time has expired. Our time has 6 years, 6 years, 1 10.
So the question is, okay, now let me reframe it. Why don't you probably advise the elders to go to the president through the superintendent's office to tell the president, Mr. President, what you did is not the right thing. Let's do it this way. They wrote,
they wrote the Senate, they wrote the president, they went to the president. They think, I think over 3-4 months now, they have been doing that because the president is elder, and so they said they should discuss it the other way. But they have been denied at the march so many times. When they go, they don't give them the audience and what have you.
But you still sat there, the man was appointed, not just appointed alone, he was confirmed, and now the problem is coming every day.
No, usually what you say sat there, is that because they were not appointed, they say sat there. They better to do it to engage it responsibly, that's what they have been doing. So they didn't sit there. They went to the proper channel to say it can be resolved.
So the elders issue is that they want they should appoint or maybe nominate a person, and then that person will be appointed by the president, right?
They want to discuss the normal routine. They are not again Robert. They want to discussing the normal routine.
Okay, but yesterday I listened to the superintendent of Moscow County, Warwick Bryant, and he said something, and I just want you to just listen. I beg you. I don't want to be the one saying it for him. He was on OK FM yesterday evening, and he said something. So I'm pleading with you to please give this an ear. Listen to him carefully about the law have been repealed that gave the president or the sole authority alongside the Senate to appoint a governor of the borough. Will you just listen for me, please? I beg you.
But let me go to the Nicotan issue quickly. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah, I have said, let me just leave a part the concerns are so many. So we have existing laws to govern different local government structures. Then when I wasn't in government, when I wasn't a member of the legislature, I have never been. And when I didn't sit on the technical team for governance commission or MIA or whatever, this law was drafted, went through all the different scrutiny at the Capitol building, was passed and signed into law. This document being signed into law repealed some local government structures. Among the structures that were repealed in the functions and in the way things should be happening there is the borough of Kutan. The laws in the past, in 1975 and the 75-74 Act, called for the nominating committees, the committee they had a council there, they will recommend to the president for the president to appoint. The law says no, the president appoints directly with the consent of the Senate. The law is right here. I don't have the time to read it.
How do you respond to that, Mr. Kofa?
The superintendent is a young fellow that is coming up in life. I believe that he should candidly look at the constitution that he's discussing.
He said the law you are referring to has been repealed, and the law that was passed recently gave the president exclusive right to appoint alongside the Senate to confirm without the elders nominating.
Okay, let me ask a question. When does it take effect? Number one, number two, is Robert Tier a college graduate? The same you talk the 2028, the 2018 Local Government Act talk about college graduate. Robert Tier a college graduate. I respect the rep is my immediate boss, but he should have come into the thing ever since. He did a best thing when something happened in a borough. He will be boss and can resolve it as related to me.
Who are you referring to? The superintendent?
The soup, yes. He has been rebossed in handling issues responsibly. And
so
he's aware of the laws on the academy.
For what the superintendent just talked about the law have been repealed, does it solve the problem in the Nukuta now?
No. There's a problem now where I came to the hospital, not being well, but then guess what happened? The adults have been arrested. I don't know what happened. They said they're chunking them in the pick up, the police carrying them and what have you. And that will exacerbate issues.
No, we will try to probably get clarity on that. Maybe call one or two persons. But the point I'm making, let me come to the point.
Yeah. The soup said that if he was honest, he said he does not know. Whereas the representative have been telling him that things are happening in the board for them to put under control. They read that to the Minister of Internal Affairs, they read that to Presidential Affairs, and what have you, because Sibo continued to say.
At the end of the superintendent's statement, he said clearly that since that thing happened, Sarah Batia was appointed, you people been agitating. You people have never written, you have not received any communication from anybody in the borough. At the end, he said it. I'll play again before.
I come in. You are a father right in the home. Your children are making confusion, they're fighting and what have you. With a jumbo confusion. Will you say until something bad happen? Because he said it had been happening. So if it's happening, you don't think the thing will happen between the vice governor and the governor, and you came in, you could have come in to resolve it. So that what I'm saying that I said he's a young fellow, he has been reported having some issues. I believe that they can call the elders and they can get somewhere with Elder Bwaka as a president to resolve the issue. My time, the governor time has expired, which is we're in the time of Alice we are. So our head is not in this pancake.
The last time I remember I called you, you told me you were the deputy governor. Are you still the deputy governor?
Indeed, I'm the deputy governor until.
But you say your time has expired.
What I'm saying, if the time has expired, they are not. Nobody has taken over yet.
Robert said he took off yesterday.
Hello. Robert, there's a process to take over. If you come in the first thing, tell the governor, Moses Dowia, governor, I'm coming to the office, so that I'll be taking over. He told Banner FM he'll be taking over next week, Monday. That's why he saw on the radio. You were going to the positive thing yesterday. He was en route to town. To see Robert walking, coming with a group behind him, while we're standing outside waiting for the key for the security to open the gate. Yeah, now we're standing to come and board the place, enter, board my office.
Who boards the place? Who boards the place?
I was here yesterday without any resistance. We're standing there. I'm telling you.
Okay, so saying you said Robert here is here to take office. Who is the governor right now?
Governor Moses Dowia will stay in power.
I wish I could get Governor Moses' number.
I'm telling you the truth. Even what you do it,
I'm not saying you lying. Sorry for that, but I'm saying that I wish I could get Governor Doe's number. If you can text that to me, I can call him, please.
Okay, after the discussion on it, I will do that. But as far as I'm concerned, let Elder Bwaka as president, and you continue to say the elder respecting so highly. It's an elder, but while they were not fast in doing things that are not that good, for 3-4 years they have been very impatient. But they are being denied to get meeting with the president. And before Robert here, this thing has been going down far. And Robert had not even going to Eto, he saw the elder. My appeal to the nation is let the country remain calm. Let President Bwaka as an elder make sure.
Well, the country is calm.
It's not calm because it's not calm because if your ear is hurting, the body is you are not well. If your toe is hurting, the body is not well. So what we say is a portion of the country, which is the body. If there's a problem there, then the country is not okay also.
Okay. Well,
yeah, Joe.
Okay, brother. Thank you very much for picking my call. Anything, I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Okay, that's the voice of Wule Kofi. He's confirmed that his time has expired as deputy governor. And Wule, please send me that number. Let me talk to the governor who is the outgoing governor. Let me talk to him. Look, we're trying to get solution for this. But, yesterday when I listened to the superintendent, I wanted to really get him on to probably maybe because he never had the time to read that particular law that repealed the law they're talking about the others we nominate and then the president will appoint, and that will be confirmed by the Liberian Senate. So what happened now is that I wanted to already talk to him so that he could just read that portion this morning so that we will know which law he's talking about. I saw the video where he was showing the law to Julius J on OKFM, but he could not read it because of time. And I guess he took it to the studio yesterday to read it so that everybody will listen and everybody will know what's unfolding in the board. Before I take the calls, I know the lines are start buzzing now, but before I take the calls, let me just play this and listen to Superintendent Warwick Bryant yesterday on OKFM. We'll come back. You can call me on 0777 107 0777 221 223. Or if you're watching us via WhatsApp out of our country, you can call the WhatsApp number +231 777 221 223. Who is talking the truth? Of course. Let me play this one from the superintendent and be right back. Then we'll take your calls.
But let me go to the Nicotine issue quickly. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah, I could have said, let me just leave it, but the concerns are so many. So we have existing laws to govern different local government structures. Then when I wasn't in government, when I wasn't a member of the legislature, I have never been. And when I didn't sit on the technical team for Governance Commission or MIA or whatever, this law was drafted, went through all the different scrutiny at the Capitol building, was passed and signed into law. This document being signed into law repealed some local government structures. Among the structures that were repealed in their functions and in the way things should be happening there is the borough of Cool Town. The laws in the past, in 1975 and the 75-74 Act, called for the nominated communities. The community had a council there. They will recommend to the president for the president to appoint. The law says no, the president appoints directly with the consent of the Senate. The law is right here. I don't have the time to read it. It's right here. But I think it's section 2.15. Section 2.15 of the Local Government Act. That's it. 2.15. So the appointment, let me conclude quickly. You've been eating my time with your million. So the appointment was being made. I worked for the president, appointed by the president. The president made another appointment of people to help me do my work. If any member of that or citizen of that area has an issue with the president appointment, take it up to the president. And the president makes a decision. So the president appointed Mr. Rabatier, nominated Rabatier. Rabatier went all through confirmation, went all through court letter, and was indicted. If the citizens and the elders in that Dikuta or in that area has issue, there's nothing wrong for them to form a team. But I appointment with the superintendent, clearly state to me what your reservations are. Okay, let me uplift it. But up to now, nobody has come to me.
Okay, so you got it there. Up to now, no I've spoken to him. So I mean, let's go to the lines. You heard from Robert Tier, who is the nominated and I think confirmed. Yeah, no, I think confirmed governor of the borough Nicotine, and then listen to the outgoing deputy governor of Nicotine, and then I close up with the statement yesterday from the superintendent. He appeared on OKFM. Julius J. OK is that an afternoon conversation? So credit to OKFM for that. So let's hear you. I'm still waiting for the number. Please send me the outgoing governor number. Let me talk to him as well. So let's hear you now. 0777 107 0777 221 223 are the numbers you can call to participate. If you live within the borough of Nicotine and want to probably tell us what's unfolding there this morning, we are told by that police, a heavy police presence in Nicotine and arresting some others. If that's the case, please call to confirm or tell us. Good morning.
Good morning,
Good morning. Good morning. What's the name?
I'm Joseph Ichie Senior, calling from Canaville.
From Canaville. Let's hear you, Joseph.
Yeah, it's starting this morning because the superintendent, as you play that card, I was just listening to Jonah calling twice. They are listening to me telling Julius, I don't have the time to read it to read. Are you kidding me? You want to present fact? What brand I know? What brand I know?
Because he said time. Julius, you're calling for time. That's why.
So let me tell you, my son, that one he's talking about, 2020, that reverse act, it says all other areas Mobi nominated a group of confirmation except the borough of Nikutan.
Okay,
that's why
oh, something like except the borough of Nikutan, right?
Yeah, except for borough of Nikutan. That's why.
Do you have that law?
No, I come in. It was rare on several outlets. For 2018 happy, in fact, for 2021, where we had did that thing was misbehaved. That when the former president, somebody directly, one was a cattle. They only land my man. One former president, we are president, was a cattle. And when even Robert here, on the Robert here now left with some of the adults and one of the president, we are and reminding crewmen. And that is the just 2020. How you go and find somebody directly, even though we are misbehaved, but not so we don't get the power. How we are went to Nikutan, apologize that will do the nomination. That how they went go to Nikutan and meet the errors.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's go to line 2. Line 2, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
This is Abba Kemogaya in Carwell this morning.
Abba, let's hear you.
I have a stake in Yugutan because I grew up in Yugutan when I was a little boy.
What's the point?
No, this thing we are talking here without offer joke. You know, when Robert here was appointed, wherever Kofa say he had problem with anybody, I'm not going to do it in Yombo way. But I'm surprised for wherever Kofa to be behaving like the Yombo star, paying people from Zimbabwe, carrying it, or to demonstrate against Robert here. You know how long Robert here being in that district?
Did you see him? Did you see him paying people?
My brother, we got people on our side. We know. So if we're over saying that police people arresting the error, will the error be peaceful under their kitchen and police people go after them? But they telling their children to go and attack Robert here.
About you say you have a stake in Nikutan. I hope you could just call somebody in Nikutan, 1 or 2 persons to see. I come in now. Okay, so, I hope you could just call somebody in Nikutan to confirm or deny what Robert here, what the guy said this morning.
What I'm saying here, I just called my brother from Capel Street. I called my brother from Paco Berry, play me cinema, other area. When full, they play is peaceful. But these guys, these adults who don't want to be satisfied, who want to remain there, they are saying that Robert here should sit down there and they paying their children.
Okay, thank you.
Robert here, now the police try to put me in order.
Thank you very much. Line 2, good morning.
Good morning, Julia.
Good morning. What's the name?
Yeah, my name is Aliyu Fatikuma, Mepigi family. I'm calling from the borough of Krutan.
Borough of Krutan. Which part of Krutan are you calling from?
I'm calling from somewhere around the Carwell Junction.
Have you seen police presence there heavily?
Yeah, my neighbor just called me from outside because for him, listen to Nikutan, just called me from outside. He said, we play field with police presence in the borough of Krutan. They're residents of LA according to him. Just called me from outside because for him, listen to Nikutan.
Okay.
But to the issue.
Yeah, let's go to the issue.
To the issue, Julius, you know, people have to stop these kinds of things. When the people are passing a law in 2018, Joseph Baka was nowhere around power. Joseph Baka is in a way to thinking how to become president 2023. In King, the seeing people sat down because I could not in power at that time. They passed a law. Today, the president is trying to use the same law to implement it, and then they have a problem with it. People just want to cause chaos in this country or in a particular borough. It's not a borough is one of the place a good to live, to be honest with you. Because when you hear everybody, one with the other, your chef phone, your joke together, while you be, but I just listen to William Cover. I just listen to one of your sister station, which is our Pacific, ABC Radio. The governor, which is the former governor, he said he intend to keep over to the end of because why for him a time finish. No, will cover is for him a time finish. So
we confirm he said that the time expired. So.
Yeah, he said, but nobody always me to stay there. And then so now I say I listen to him.
Okay.
People bringing people to court problem in the area. You don't mean anything. They have to stop these things. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Let's hear you. 07777 Hey man, I want to get the outgoing governor number. I don't know who can help me. If you live in Nikutan and something is happening there, what our police is there arresting, please call to tell me this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Julius.
Good morning, sir. What's the name?
I am the religious advisor to the Senate Pro-Tem, Senator Nyombli Kankan Lorry, and I'm Segajibo Chinekan. I called you from Panasville this morning.
Let's hear you.
Julius, thank you very much. The previous caller who just left the line brought forth the idea that I agree with him. When that law was enacted, the old man was asleep, as they always claim, right? Now, the essence of the law being passed, they thought that Joe Weah would have won in 2024 again to become president, and then he would have nominated a preferable candidate from them. Now, it did not happen. My brothers, let me tell you, the borough is not a different part of that borough that don't have president. All of us, all of us, one president in this republic, and when he speaks, he has a nominational power to suggest to the Senate as to who he nominates and they will approve. So you start that thing you're doing in Nukuta and want to divide the place. Thank you for affording me this time.
Thank you. Let's go to Eric Quine of West Point. Eric, there is not West Point issue. There is a Nukuta issue.
Yeah, but Julius, you know, West Point and Nukuta share similarities and some common forms.
No, man, I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so everything I expect.
You know, you're my bad brother. Bad brother to BAD.
No. So, Julius, I mean,
yeah.
Julius,
yeah.
So the issue, all right. Nukuta is demonstrating an example that other communities must be able to emanate. The first thing is the fact that when you run a local government, it means you have a responsibility to define ways by which you can get local taxes. There must be local laws, even though they must not contravene the organic law of the country. If there are laws and precedents set forth, every governmental institution or national government must be able to align its policy with the different laws set forth. And so I think the people of Nukuta, they're making a very strong case, and the president has got to see reason. Many times the legislature do laws that really do not favor us as institutions, us as communities. But the fact that we have got local governance, it creates a situation for us to be able to craft our own policies for our well-being. Mind you, like I said initially from this conversation, what you see being demonstrated in Nukuta is likely to happen to communities like West Point in the not too distant future. And so we think that the people of Nukuta must stand their ground and be able to call for what is right. Thank you for affording me your opportunity.
Thank you, Eric Quine. Thank you very much. Let me try to call Robert Tieto to ascertain whether there's a heavy police presence in the borough, as people are saying. Let me see. Yeah, y'all women talk to Robert here. Well, you can confirm or deny that, whether police are there arresting others. I hope Robert here will just answer my call quickly before I go to the lines. The phone is ringing and he's not picking. In the meantime, while I'm calling him and talk to this caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Julius. How you doing?
I'm better. What's the name?
Yeah, I'm Rosemary calling from Caldwell.
Andrew, let's hear you.
With all the aid that the borough has, they collect taxes and they don't even have fitting bathroom in the borough. But the job talking about borough, but then I get to route the change. They have been there for so many times. They don't even able to construct a fitting bathroom in the borough. Borough get 100 years, middle years. What is borough have 100 years? And we get to the total time of the 100 years. Then like route here, they let make be able to do what they ought to do.
Thank you.
What's the time? Let them leave, right?
Thank you very much. But other people are saying that the law that the superintendent was referring to, it said all other except for Nukuta, except. I don't know why Nukuta will be exempted. But anyway, that's the beauty of it. I will try to find that law, and if I get it, I'll read that particular portion, and then I will come back on this radio to tell Liberian people. Governor Robert here is not answering my call anymore. Good morning.
Good morning, Julius.
Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you. My name is Stephen, and I'm and I have a first TV, Julius.
Stephen, let's hear you quickly.
Thank you, Julius. I appreciate you. You know, Julius, I think for what I watched yesterday, because I was in Nukuta, what I watched yesterday as a reporter, I think.
Oh, you are a reporter?
Reporting
for which entity? For which entity?
Fresh TV.
Your line is breaking.
That's how I report for Fresh TV.
Oh, Fresh TV. Were you there yesterday and watched the scene? What happened? Tell us.
Yesterday, I think the borough, the elders, the representatives, And if you look come together, I think we thought about some applications, not otherwise. I think the representatives all members all need to come together and therefore everything is for the power month of that particular place. Because look, Nigutan is just a minute place of Liberia. So I want to need to put a feet on table and work as team because that one place, imagine since then, they are there Ulu Balu in a particular place. I think we need to come together because it's small, I will not care whether it's lost. We could be winner like our colleagues for OK the other day. So, what? We got winner on the head. So it's small, we're not very, very much the other day. We could be attacked and winner in the same fashion as this.
Okay.
That is up to you.
All right. Thank you, brother.
So I think we need to take a representative to take a lead.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lord.
Thank you, my media colleague. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning, Julia.
Good morning, sir. What's your name?
My name is Oscar Kuya from the Good Town this morning to the TV for a non-panel community.
As for before you go to the issue, is it true that police is in the Good Town arresting people?
Man, sir, I'm trying to look for them out to know whether it is true or not because as I listen to my brother just say, I don't, it is true. So, man, I try to do
okay,
following up.
Yeah, just go on.
Okay, Julius, thank you very much this morning for the topic. The issue of Nego Town, I think, is very heightened. The way in which our elders are behaving in the community, in the district, I think it's wrong. The law should be the law. When the president says something, I think we all need to go by it. If the president is wrong, their procedure. If the president is right, their procedure. But then, the reason why they do all these things because they say that, Robert here is for other angle of the government. Then maybe the representative of the district is a sedition. So maybe there are some things will go on. Some of corruption attitude will go wrong. So maybe the governor will pull up all those things. So that's why it's unfolded. What I observe because I think it's wrong for what they are doing. The power, the Nigutan issue, it doesn't belong to one person. And that, that will bring chaos in our district. I think what the president did is right. The law is a law. Law is on a boat. I think I can change the superintendent said for Moserado. So for me, we should follow what the president said and then we all move together and work together as family.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. I'm still trying to call Governor Robert Tia, but he's not answering the call. I don't know why. Apparently he's busy, but I don't know. I thought Wula Kova would have sent me that the outgoing governor number. Good morning.
Good morning, Julius.
Good morning. Good morning. What's the name?
My name is Nat James. I come from Rana Street.
Now let's hear you.
Okay, well, we have noticed that borough. I have some friends that live there. They still want to develop borough to party level, on a party level. That's what happened in that borough. The president appoints somebody, and then the representative there is a citizen. So they still want to develop borough, the CNC and Unity Party. And those guys are causing a problem. They are from citizens. So they need to talk about
you can't say that. You can't be blunt to accuse people. Anyway, thank you very much. I don't see CDC and Unity Party people fighting there. What we see residents of the Borough Town, confronting themselves. So you can't say CDC or Unity Party, please, man. Yes, I agree with you. I think the whole thing has been politicized, but in this case, I think they are at the moment hiding their political garments. Maybe later on they'll pull it out. But let's hear you 0777777 Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Good morning. What's your name?
Good morning. This is Bobby Dixon calling from Borough Kuta.
Bobby, let's hear you.
Yeah. I hope for the assistant where Kofa, he said that Robert here bought his last and what have you. For one, especially I witnessed yesterday, I saw from where you guys they can take the thing. I saw them sharing money, preparing themselves, sharpening things to go on the ride yesterday.
What you call this guy can take that thing? I don't understand.
I saw people, the guys that were going to take the thing and they smoking thing.
Oh, okay.
In the ghetto area. Yeah, I went to them, they were sharing money and they were planning how to go and disrupt the whole operation yesterday. That's why I witnessed from this. But then I thought to myself, I said, but who's sponsoring this? They say Rawatia is sponsoring this, or those who don't want Rawatia to be part of it, part of the governance issue. So I just look at it to be like somebody against Rawatia, because when I heard from somebody, older person, they say Rawatia doesn't know both. He don't ask spoken. And I was agree with that because I listened to when I covered this morning, he said that Rawatia graduated for college.
Yeah, he
So
said it. Yeah, he asked that question.
I look at that like, they don't want Rawatia to be because Rawatia doesn't, according to them, they say Rawatia doesn't know anything. And another thing, I listened to our lawmaker, DC Sibo, he said that he will not be there for the thing to not be done. But he's the representative who divided the bishops and waterways. He's the same representative. So how can he put in the place in the borough? Okay. So if you look at that, something behind it is about party issue.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's go to Diwa. Diwa, good morning.
Good morning, Julius.
Good morning, Mom.
The only thing I want to say, that the papa send somebody there to put stop to it, because I think what they're doing, at the end of the day, we start hearing different things. We shouldn't wait until something happens in our Nikuta, because it's looking like they're doing green and blue business there. And Papa said he here for that. He not here for green and blue. He here for everybody. So I'm appealing to the Papa. He having any representative to send them to Nikuta for them to post stop, and they should stop it. These small things, so of beating can come from there. We don't want no beating to come from there. Because if they start from there, another area want to do their own. So, Papa, I'm advising you, since one of your advisors in that Nikuta, to settle everything that going on. If you do it, anything happen there.
I hope the Minister of Internal Affairs will just intervene quickly.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, and have a blessed day.
Thank you, Diwa. Thank you very much. Let's go here. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
You want to walk 5 on the monitor, please? So I get your feedback there.
Okay. I'm doing so. The whole issue is about party issue.
What's your name?
I am Safa Kamara.
Living where?
I'm calling from Brooklyn. Yeah, I'm calling from Brooklyn.
Safa, let's hear you.
The whole issue is about party issue in that place. The Constitution says the president got the right to appoint and dismiss all government officials serve at the will of his will and pressure. Now tell me, what are we dealing with here? The Constitution or what? I want to know. Please tell me.
I don't know.
Who are the ones that are supposed to be appointing and dismissing? The Constitution gives them that right to appoint the governor in that place or everywhere.
All right. Thank you.
The Constitution gives them the right to say who will become a governor. That one I want to know. Journalist, answer me.
No, I can't answer that question. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you very much. Let me just answer that question. Let's go to line 2. Good morning.
Julius.
Yeah. Is it about Kebokai?
Yeah. I just call people for answer. All what we hear is false. You know, what people say is the fact. CDC said that place as their stronghold. And Robert here have consistent in that district 3 different times in King there. No, second. So the representative there, he feel that was what to go to that place. He will exhibit what we call some form of humanity and threat him. So
okay, thank you, Abel. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's go here. Taking 2 more calls and I'll wrap it up. Good morning.
Good morning, Judah.
Good morning.
William,
let's hear you. Where are you calling from?
I called from Capital Papa. Thank you for the program this morning. Thank you.
Let's hear you.
Okay. Judah, let me tell you something. You know what happened in your country? Your country went parallel now. People have their own law that they make. Even in the organization that we own, the law that we make, that govern the organization, we got problem there now with the leadership, the president and the vice president. We got problem with when they change the law new to us. We're not bound by the law.
Which organization now?
We got child care, some organization.
Oh, okay. Let's hear. Here go.
Okay. People not buying by the law. Me tell you. You see, for me, it's Nigutan. That law been existing for long. For me, I get appealing to President Waka to go and sit with the salvation. If the law was existing as a land, President Waka lived in the borough before. He lived there, he knows the law. When you're older man. What happened here, Judah, is very, very serious, Judah. We need to buy by law. God has made that we live by it. No matter what, let's live by the law. Let's respect the country, the other country won't talk. Let me tell you what that bring and do again. We go outside, we let the good thing come because the bad thing.
Okay. Thank you. My time is up. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, my time is up. So let me just go on our Facebook page to read a few comments, and then I'll wrap it up this morning. And let's start out with this one from Ansu Koma. He said, I'm following from the Economic Freedom Fighter of Liberia. See Mabotu Leon Sion say, I'm following from the People Republic of Yanjuan City. Razak Khan said, I'm following from Central Morovia this morning. John T. Goffrey said, good morning, Sky FM. John T. Goffrey is my name, following from Bandonville Junction. Honorable George Watkins Jr. said, good morning, everyone. I'm following from my comfort zone in district number 13, Montserrat County, that's Liberia. And let's take the final one because of time. Rufus T. Hines, Julius, Governor Robert here was inducted into office last week, Friday, along with 21 commissioners and 7 city majors of Montserrat County. Qualifications for the position of the governor doesn't require a degree. Robert is a legitimate governor. Robert is a legitimate governor as we speak. If anyone has problem with that, you can go to court. Well, that does it for this morning. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be here to bring you another fascinating edition of the program Sky Morning Live here. Tomorrow, I'll be hoping to talk to the chairman of the Liberian Buduburan community there on Buduburan Camp. He spoke with me, and I tried to call him this morning, but he said he was on his way to town in a bus. Maybe he got some updates to get off. So when I come tomorrow morning, I'm hoping to contact him to talk with him on the show. Thanks to all of you for watching and following. Thanks to Mayor Matai Labendi. Of course, we'll take a tour there. We hope to have another tour at General Bodniki Center to see what's unfolding there as well. My name is Julius Boki. I've been your producer and presenter. Have yourselves a wonderful and a God bless day. Bye-bye for today.